They eat data.
JC, let me explain something to you. Data is the most valuable thing you can have, okay? It is so worthwhile. Of course, they would travel across light space to fucking get data because they're trying to market to us eventually.
And it's a real tangible thing. Like, data's a real tangible thing that you can
it's metadata.
Consume.
It's like, oh, JC was at this geographic location at this time, at this date. And it's mostly that stuff. And they need it because they want to market different, like they have a record of the month club that they're trying to bring back. It's fun.
Like, explain how they eat the data, because all data is just electrical pulses that signify ones and zeros. So So what are they eating? Are they just eating electricity? Then they're just eating electricity, right? But then
they're absorbing the data and uploading it into their blood consciousness because they are part bot and also part blood.
But how is that food? I don't like,
because it's valuable for marketing, JC. Like, what if another galaxy wants to market to this market? Like, we have a lot of people, and with good consumer activity and upward mobility, people want to be part of this market, and so they don't want to like spend a lot of the time collecting the data. So they did this way.
I'd just like to thank our sponsor for this video, Amazon, for sponsoring this stream. I love their products.
I just ordered a thumb drive. Because I'm like, oh shit, I do need a thumb drive sometimes, and I don't have one. And I can get one from Basics. I'm sorry, 1 second, JC. I can get one from Basics for $18.98 delivered, and it might be delivered by a drone. We don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, very nice.
Real quick. Let's take a break real quick. Guys, the best part, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get fast, free delivery on millions of items. No minimum spend required. You click order, and like magic, it's at your door before you even have time to miss it. It's completely takes the stress out of shopping. Thank you, Amazon, for sponsoring the podcast.
Wait a minute. Tell them about the free subscription to any Twitch channel with Amazon Prime.
It's not part of it.
Right? No commercials.
It's not part of it.
If you go to Amazon.com and put in the promo code 3 grandmas.
No. Let's be real about this. Let's really get into Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, if you're listening, go fuck yourself. You are the worst service available. Why am I paying money for something where I have to watch ads? That makes no sense.
Right.
And to not have ads, I have to go to a higher tier? No.
What is the higher tier cost? Like, what are they talking about when they? How much is that? And what else do I get for that? Like, is that all I get? Like, what? Like,
you guys are losing our Amazon
what the fuck are we talking about? Like, Amazon.
You're making sure they're never getting sponsored by Amazon.
No, I want to talk to Amazon too. Amazon, I'll just download this bitch with a torrent. Okay. And then I don't watch any fucking ads. Yeah. So I'm doing you a favor. And I know you want that sweet data for your intergalactic overlords because the whole plot was revealed in this film. That's why they have all these systems.
There's something that I thought of that I think would be really funny to explore, but it didn't. And it was that you guys are mentioning they're getting the data, the data. I wish they would have. It's like you guys are explaining like what is feeding them? What part of the data is making them full of whatever? Like what are they taking? If it was just memory, whatever. My thinking was, what if they were taking the actual the actual what's on the storage? So all of a sudden these robots get like really racist, and they just are consumed by the weather.
Their brain.
I know what they're taking. I know exactly what they're doing.
Fucking great.
Listen. They're shoveling free porn into your face, and then you're leaving trace jism is what we'll call it on your phone, and then they're collecting the jism at night, and they're using little microbots. There's a lot of things in this that are true. There's a lot of things that are false, but there's things that are true. And they come and they lick that thing clean, and they're taking our DNA, and they're going to make fucking monster, like half tiger, half JC monsters, Garfield human hybrids, anything you can imagine. They're going to that's what they're going to attack us with. It's not going to be like kinetic warfare with missiles and lasers. It's going to be scary monsters from our imagination just let loose all throughout the world, and hundreds of thousands of just like scary, terrific beings. And that's facts. And everyone knows that.
Welcome to 3 Grandmas Braid the Cinema.
We didn't do that for you.
We didn't know, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about War of the Worlds. I'm getting some feedback from Prag, but that's okay. Talk about War of the Worlds.
I have to leave and come back because I forgot to put echo cancel on. Do you want me to do that?
No, it doesn't work.
Mine.
Once it doesn't work. Once you're live, it
doesn't work.
I'll try to adjust my
But we're talking about like deja vu. We're talking about War of the Worlds. for a second time.
Yes.
Did you know this was based on a story? This was based on a book, JC? I thought Ice Cube wrote this.
Which one? Which book, Prag? Which one?
His name is H.G. Wells, and it was written a long, long time ago. Like, you know, he wrote The Time Machine, which is crazy because I thought that Inception stuff was from the Batman director. But I love it. I'm just learning about it.
My hometown, Kalgoorlie, had an earthquake yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that was H.G. Wells rolling in his grave while I watched this. This was bad, dude.
We knew it was
my kids, Dennis and Sandy, were here for the weekend, and they were jumping up and down. They loved it. I didn't watch it, but they were. I could keep an eye on them. And Dennis was jumping up in his chair every time Ice Cube hit a grand slam home run, or every time he yelled touchdown, he was yelling touchdown.
He was like, damn. Man, like this is another remake of War of the Worlds. The last one was in 2005, and then we got another one 20 years later by Amazon Studios. Is it Universal as well? Was there a Universal logo at the start of this?
I remember.
Or there was a big time studio in front of it. Yeah.
My God, dude. And I mean, this is an adaptation, like in name only. I have so many questions about how this came about. Was the director proud of this? Was anyone proud of this?
Why wouldn't they be proud of it?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
just kicking that back to my family at the end of a busy day, and I just want to chill out. And like, it was exciting. And I felt very powerful because if I was a grandpa, I would want to be able to watch my children's refrigerators and call them while working at the NSA. Like, this is every power fantasy for every old man, right? This is every old man's total dream. It's like total control. And then like the news feed, like they're all addicted to Facebook and Twitter and all that shit, right? And so he had all the access to the news going. He was like having a great day every day.
Devin Bostic, innocent in all of this. I love Devin Bostic. He's the guy.
Who's Devin Bostic?
Ram, go ahead and ask your questions for JC, and we will grill him.
Please.
We will elaborate because
please, I'll be right back.
So Devin Bostic was the son in this movie, not the son, the boyfriend. No, Devin Bostic. Bostic. Okay. He was the brother in this movie, and not the brother.
Brother
he was
or brother?
Brother. No, He was Faith's boyfriend in this movie. He's the guy.
He was the best.
He was the Amazon driver. The Amazon driver.
He was the Amazon driver. Yes.
He was the comic relief. Wow.
He's famous.
And Dennis were laughing and I'm like, what's going on in here? I thought this was an action movie. And they're like, Mark did it again. Because when he's in the truck looking around all the time, that's what Sandy loves.
He's famous for being the real Roderick. Like, obviously, there was a whole campaign, right? So it was like an online campaign. Basically, there was a film series that came out called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Are you guys familiar with this series?
The Diary of a Shrimpy Kid.
I'm familiar with the novel.
The Diary of a Shrimpy Kid, yeah. So there was a film series that came out, 1, 2, and 3, starring no names, and basically...
Nice,
I'm sorry. That's
right.
like that's
true.
But there's a few memes have come out of
some premiere performances.
But the second movie, Roderick Rules, is like a favorite from the series, at least by like Gen Z or millennials. And Roderick, Devin Bostic, he plays Roderick in that series. So then they rebooted the series and they came out with another one called The Long Haul, I think it was called. And they replaced Roderick with this other guy, and the internet was like lit on fire. There was a whole like Twitter campaign, not my Roderick. They boycotted the movie because it wasn't Devin Bostic.
Like campaign.
Like this guy, this guy is a bit of a legend, and now he's starring in Amazon original War of the Worlds. I'm glad I'm glad he's moving up in the world. And he's the best part of this movie, I think. Or maybe Ice Cube. I mean, Ice Cube is the lead of this. Lead of this movie.
He's definitely going to be nominated for Best Actor.
But yeah, I mean, the Oscars are already gone by.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you were going to nominate, so he was the lead for sure. And what a performance from Ice Cube, right? Because he's dealing with some issues because his wife died, and now he's holding on too tightly to his loved ones. And some of the ways that this manifests itself as his job as, I don't know, like, is there anyone working at the NSA besides Ice Cube? Because and then he seems to have a lot of power, but he's also in like a general office cube. Like there's like 5 people who work in his
empty.
pod. And
is he at the Pentagon?
You know what? This movie would have worked. Hold on, JC. If he woke up from a fever dream with COVID after this, like he just woke up and it was Ice Cube was like, oh, it was just a dream. Because there's nobody there. Tens of thousands of people work there. So what was that about, JC?
Also, I love that all of these institutions, like NASA, is represented by like one person.
One
like
cute person. Who's sending? That's all you need. Yeah, because
sending
they have a romance. Because they're risen. Sure. And she was next in line to be the head of NASA, and she has time to direct call this NSA. He starts the show, I noticed, with a clearance 1, which is not that's nothing, right? And then by the end, there's the point where he has to email tech support, and he's like, I need my clearance elevated from 3 to 5 because I'm following my daughter.
I feel like we need to lay the groundwork for this movie for people who haven't seen it. So or know anything. It's the
number 1 movie.
Or anyone who knows about this movie. You're right. So essentially the main premise, so this is a remake of War of the Worlds. But the main premise is they're basically doing the computer screen movie thing. That movie's like...
Yeah, but they're 100% too.
Yeah, but what's the horror movie that came out that was completely on a computer screen? It was called Unfriended.
UX.
Like that was based...
User interface.
Yeah. Unfriended. And then there was a few other movies that came out. Like I think there was a one called Host. There was one...
I thought the UI was actually pretty snazzy, to be perfectly honest. I would enjoy operating a console that quick. No, you didn't like that? Like, he knew all the directories. He knew exactly. He didn't have to pull down any menus. He was having a great day. He knew that system very well, too. And so he was so fast. And that's another power fantasy for men, is to be able to operate your computer totally and with authority at a speed of light, unfathomable, right?
Speaking of power fantasies and NSA, first question from Ram. JC, when did you decide to become a Mossad agent?
What's that?
There you go. That's my man. That's a perfect answer, JC. JC, you can say, I don't answer questions, or you can just say, no, thank you.
What?
Or you can say, what's that? I like that.
What's that?
There's something There's many things that bothered me about this movie, but one of the things was
length was too short.
It is the ultimate conspiracy theorists, like
Joe Rogan
wet dream, where they can see everything, they can monitor everything, which by the way, 100% true. They can do that, but then
it's like 10,000 people.
Yeah, but the entire time, every time they're trying to find justification for that the program, the Goliath, all they keep saying is, but my Amazon cart. You just want to spy on Amazon cart.
Something's more important than Amazon cart. But the whole movie, he's spying on everyone. Like, he's going above and beyond his job to spy on everybody. Yeah. He has his daughter's
family
living quarters cammed up. Sometimes she's obviously changing, and he's recording it, and we don't even. But by 40 hour and 38 minutes in, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on the other side now."
This is pretty bad. Pretty bad, actually.
He's going to the different webcams and the different cameras all over the place, all over the country, whatever. And specifically for his daughter, he's following her around as she's going from place to place, and it lists information about her, and then the very bottom there's a red box and it says threat level unknown. Why is that? Why is it unknown?
What is
the sequel? In the sequel, you're going to find out she was on the inside
the entire time. It shows her in multiple shots when he goes back and forth, this and that, whatever. Every time he clicks on it, it says why does it say unknown?
Well, why is his son the number one fucking number one secret FBI target is his son?
I saw
it and they live together.
Yeah, sorry.
And he's so fucking dumb that
it's like he's gonna be the guy. Yeah.
And so of course she's double betraying him. She's worthless. So he told her how many times not to pull that chunk of metal out of her leg.
Yeah.
And she does it anyway.
Stop the bleeding if I pull the chunk out. And then Mark shows up and he's no fucking help.
I want to say, you were saying the UI is really clean, but every single time it did like the motion blur, like moving the camera around the screen.
So annoying.
Make it exciting.
Oh my god, it gave me such a headache. I was like,
it was exciting.
Please.
Like it was probably smooth, it was probably clean, but every time they followed the thing, it would go like that, and it was like, stop
That's
following
what people
it.
want. When you get home from work, after you've been in systems and databases and UIs all day, that's what you want. You want to watch a movie about a UI, so it feels like you never left the office. And like I found myself sleepwalking and ordering Amazon products. Like I wasn't even looking down. I just knew what to do. My hands knew where to go.
If we check like the frames, if we go like every 25th frame of this movie, it's like obey, and that's why you're like walking around in the
Except
dark.
at the end when they're like, oh, think for yourself, question authority. Don't forget. And like, what? Like, I thought this was like a movie for like conservative dads after Fox News was over to fall asleep because the baseball game got rained out. And they could watch this and smoke cigarettes and like say, yeah, I wish I could watch my daughter. And then they fall asleep. They don't have to watch the horrible special effects.
What I don't get is like everyone gets so up in arms about the Goliath program and how spying it is. But like based on what he's doing. Yeah, well like based on everything he's doing in this movie. But what else could the Goliath program be tapping into that he's not already? I don't know why they're so mad either,
JC, because they're just perfected. They should be like welcoming Goliath.
Like he literally has a camera in her fridge and is able what more could the Goliath program be possibly harvesting?
Goliath absorbs all the data from the server farm, which is a tiny little area, right? Like you would need much more data centers for that. But then like why does that make the planes crash? Because they know what time JC like goes to work in the morning. Like it doesn't like why didn't they just like try to connect the dots?
I don't understand how that made planes crash. Like the planes would just like if they don't have directions, they just fly around in circles.
Data so much. I think they're trying to teach you that data is the most valuable thing, and you have to fight and die for it. Because in the future, we're going to have wars, not for oil, but for data.
See,
data centers and marketing information.
That part made no sense because there were a ton of things that were failing. But I kind of understood some things that they're like, oh, like a power plant exploded, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess. But there was something else where it didn't make any sense, where it's like something went off the rails or something happened. And I'm like, you can it was the boats in the ocean. It's like you can navigate those. They have maps.
Yeah.
They have really
you can manually do that. Like
they know how to do that. But then a plane,
same. And planes, like they'd have emergency landing.
The plane was like
maybe the aliens were winning. I mean, the aliens were winning, and then the planet. For some reason, they show this montage of us fighting back and actually beating them, which makes no sense.
I could think of for the planes,
and then they had to fight back.
Okay, I guess it's whatever.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go Tom.
No, I'm done. Move on.
Yeah. But so this movie happens in real time, right? Like there's no jumps
cut to the next day or whatever.
No. This happens in real time.
Passes.
These wars that are lost and then won and then lost and then won.
Minutes.
They happen in minutes. Like they're sending big tanks out. Yeah, people like celebrating and looting and.
There has to be a little bit of a gap, later. At least an hour, because they not radicalized. They formed this giant world military real quick.
In 3 minutes. They just got together and said, hey guys, what are we fighting about even? Like, what are we even upset about? And let's get together.
But it's the same evening. It's the same evening.
Wait, did it ever go dark? It was all during the morning.
No, it was day the whole time.
They never lost power. No, there's they never went after the 5 grids that control the United States power infrastructure. There's only 5 grids, and they could blow them up in about 4 seconds. And they just didn't do that because they want you to see on television. They want the NSA to see so they can mock Ice Cube and let him know he's not as powerful as he thinks.
Is there anything, I'm trying to think of anything positive. It was entertaining. Let's just get that out of the way. This movie, I found myself, laughing for a lot of this. I don't know.
I love it. I love how bad it was.
I kind of love
the bad.
Yeah. But I kind of love
and it got worse and worse too because the special effects were horrific and that's where I don't understand where they couldn't even fucking get that together.
It's an Amazon movie. You couldn't afford better special effects.
No,
you're a
the budget on this.
$multi-billion company for War of the Worlds.
Like, and then snakes at the end. Like, why snakes? Like digital snakes? For Ice Cube?
So
they look so bad.
Here's what I find impressive about this movie. Like the level of detail that it goes into, like all the different tabs that he opens,
the editing,
like all of the editing, like the detail,
that
like they
tough, right? Like doing all the sequences in time and matching it with the script.
I didn't think about that. Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Like to me,
that a lot of I don't know how they do it. It's cool. That's cool.
I feel like what happened is they shot all of these like scenes, like Ice Cube, Ice Cube literally, like, he didn't have to put a lot of work into this movie. He literally just sat in front of a screen and then ran down a hole like once.
He almost left the building one time, JC.
I feel like that. I feel like they shot this.
Oh my god!
No,
I can't.
I feel like they shot this in like one afternoon. Like I actually want to look up like how like the production of this.
Parodied this? This needs to be parodied. I feel like an OBS parody or like the.
I feel like they shot all the footage for this movie and they just handed it to these graphic design editors. Like feel
the
like
best part is they probably shot every person's thing separately and just told them what's happening.
Yes,
absolutely with green screens. I feel like we could make this movie.
The amount of times that the amount of times that the screen would like obscure someone's face so that there'd be an ad lib.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Clark Gregg's in this movie. He plays Phil Coulson in
Avengers. Yeah,
like he doesn't have a single point where he's like it's like face on him and he's actually saying the words that you're hearing. Like, it's always obscuring his face and he speaks and then it'll like zoom back to him and then he's like making a face and then when he speaks again the camera will the screen will move back up to the corner so it's obscuring his face again because he obviously wasn't saying
he has the worst connection and it's like all choppy.
Yeah, and I love that they're doing this like raid on this building and he's just sitting there with like and he's like sitting there with a bottle and he's like just worked out and he's watching this raid happen.
It's like he wasn't working.
The raid, they have the two cops or the military officials, whatever they are, leading the whole thing. They have the guns, whatever, and they're going to this building to catch the disruptor. And they have body cams on that he has direct access to. But then the girl that he's contacting that is talking to her, she pulls her phone out and she's like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make sure you get a good picture. Like, make sure the chat
like
can see exactly what happens, right?
That's exactly what...
This is the most fucking
like
Twitch-coded movie ever.
It's reminding me of like
so crazy.
Recently like the failed assassination attempt of Trump when like those influencers pulled out their phones and they're like there's an assassination going on the MAGA influencers that they pulled out their phones and were just like live filming it is an assassination but that's what it reminded me of. Like she's just filming herself for Instagram.
Hold on, I don't know if it was an assassination. You know why? Because the assassin was on another floor. Like how is that a fucking like you have to be like at least in shot range, right? Dude, like you understand how far he was? Like he ran past the thing and then like 11 guys shot him and like he would still have to go down and like go down a spiral staircase and go past a bunch of other people.
If they had this guy, if they had Ice Cube, like he wouldn't have got
the
past
drones
the lobby.
Would get him.
He wouldn't have even made it like past
Take
the lobby.
Right. Take a left, run, damn it! And like, I love that he's like, you have to run. No shit. There's a fucking come on.
Like a better movie would have gave Ice Cube the ability to control things, where it's like something happens and then he like makes a traffic light turn green and something runs and hits like a hits another car and diverts that person.
Like Ubisoft's Watchmen.
Yeah,
like Ubisoft's. Yeah. Right? Like that's the fantasy.
Watch Dogs.
Ubisoft?
Watch Dogs. Yeah.
Watch Dogs. Right. Yeah.
Oh,
like this is a good adaptation of Watch Dogs, or at least like.
But who's the director of the NSA, and why is Ice Cube's character speaking for the NSA always? And like, where is the rest of the NSA?
But he's not the NSA. He's the
Pentagon. Like, why? Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, there's so many departments in this.
There's a lot of people missing in these calls, and it's like emergency meeting. It's like a pop. I don't think like there's a pop up. It's like you have to, and then you click it, and then it just connects you to the. Like they're using old ass software.
But we did find out recently, like that's what the government is doing. They are in group chats like this.
Yeah, but they're using private third parties to do it, though.
Yeah, not on Zoom.
They don't have the infrastructure to do it now. They have to use these third-party apps to be able to do it. That's the sad part, like the WhatsApp and Telegram.
What
right?
also confuses me about this movie is like this movie has Zoom, right? Like,
yeah,
they say get on Zoom.
WhatsApp also.
Zoom?
WhatsApp, yeah.
Yeah, so Facebook must have had a hand in this movie. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been.
Is Facebook on Zoom?
Yeah, Facebook owns Zoom and WhatsApp. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Facebook owns Zoom.
Hold on.
Yes, it does.
Zoom is not owned by Facebook.
It's Microsoft.
Are you sure about when did they buy it?
That's Teams, Cameron.
When did they buy it?
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think Facebook owns
Zoom software. I'm pretty sure they
have
bought
a family
Zoom.
that works at Zoom, and that's why I'm wondering why.
No, I guess not. Zoom communication.
Buddy. That's okay.
I remember Facebook bought it.
Well, it probably will be a matter of time. Like,
they do
all
own
the
WhatsApp,
conglomeration shit is happening. And then, like, I love that Ice Cube's son was a Twitch streamer, and he was telling his father, "This is my job. This is what I do."
Play games,
I love that he keeps ignoring him. I also love that he's mad at him for being like the top hacker, like the top government hacker. He's like, my son is hacking into government programs, and then literally 5 minutes later, like his son hacks into the government and like gives him the password to get in, and he's like, "That's my boy!" Like immediately, like he's proud of him, like straight away.
A whole stupid thing too that made me laugh, and I don't know why I thought Prague at the time, is at the end what his son was like he thought he died or whatever, and then he's like, "No, I just relayed my connection to so and so's house," and then he reaches back and he pulls down a green screen.
But I'm pretty sure before that he was actually in a room. Like there was no cutout.
Perfect green screen.
But they left that for the reveal. But there are so many moments where clearly, like,
screenshot.
Like, there's moments where Ice Cube is clearly like in the room, right?
Yeah.
And then there's other times where that he obviously recorded it later, and and you could see the seams. Yeah, and you could see the green screen like seams around him. Like it keeps switching between them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like some of the funniest parts for this movie for me is just whenever like Ice Cube is reacting something to on screen, and he's just like he puts no emotion. He's just like, "Damn,
he's like,
damn, away from that."
Because they have to tell him, "Okay, Ice Cube, there's hella crazy shit happening on screen. There's a bunch of aliens that blown up."
That's all they say.
And he's like,
crazy shit.
And he gets up, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna check the doors. I'm locked in." And like, is that what they do? They lock you in? I don't know if they do that.
Yeah, no, it's a security protocol. It's a lockdown.
His advice is always get away from that. Yeah. Run away from that.
Where are the
like
that though? I don't.
There's no one there.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the special effects and the graphics, the CGI of the tripod bipod things, whatever they're called.
Yes,
there are shows that you can watch right now. I don't know a lot of them, but there are shows that you can watch.
Battlestar Galactica.
No, they're specifically anime shows where everything is primarily like animated, like hand drawn, or like that type of style. And then for some reason they insert like 3D like renderings,
yes,
and it looks awful. A very good description of that is one of the Junji Ito horror collections.
Oh,
where it's kind of drawn, and then all of a sudden there's like a 3D animated object, and it just looks so out of place, and the movement doesn't. That's exactly what these little ships look like. These things.
Oh yeah. And they're like over the top of like the footage that's filmed. They're like superimposed over the top of it, and like the parts that are meant to be occluded by like trees are meant to go in front of them. They're like they're underneath, and it reminded me like
part. Oh, sorry, Jesse.
No, you go.
Of when we finally start turning the tide and attacking them and destroying them. There's one where like I think one shot in the field, like walking in a field, and it's shot multiple times, and then it falls face forward. It looked like they just grabbed that image and just moved it forward.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the most astonishingly bad fucking special effects I may have ever seen in my entire life. Like, they didn't make anything cool or new about War of the Worlds. Like, if you're making War of the Worlds, you have to have a new thing, right?
Yeah.
They just had shitty, silverish versions of the classic tripod, and then they tried to do the noises. Like, make new noises. They're just trying to do bad noises.
It seemed like.
There's that scene where she discovers the little spider things, and she like tips them out onto the desk, and they look like they're on the screen. They look like they're gonna crawl off.
Yeah,
like they literally look like they're gonna crawl off onto the.
She dumped him out. I'm like, what is she doing? And then I like, it was delayed. I go, am I missing? Oh, they're right there. What?
They're eating all the electronics. They're eating my cell phone.
So
they love it. Look, I found a microscope. They've got blood and they've got transistors too, JC. Like, shut the fuck up.
She has an upside down old school.
Like, you're the head of like
and
NASA.
Goes to it, starts eating it.
Come on, dog.
And it's like on
I'm
top
a doctor
of
of astrophysics.
card. And this is one person who works at NASA, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, this is one lady.
You could like kill everything on Earth if you brought an alien, like you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, yeah, we'll just like change the like, we're working on this virus that kills pathogens, but like, what if you released it and changed the code and it like killed everything that is alive? You know,
you know what? She didn't even work for the best part of NASA. It was the weather part. It wasn't even the space part.
She's like, there's the scene where he goes, we don't watch the weather, we only watch people.
Yeah, we only watch.
Like, sick,
it was
he keeps saying like, we only watch people.
Mention of the Amazon
like,
cart,
shit.
And then that line too. Yeah. We don't watch what, we watch people.
There's a movie about the Stasi called Other People's Lives. It was a German film, and it won an Academy Award in like the 2000s. And it was about people in East Germany who used to spy and just like listen to people's phone calls all the time, right?
God.
And like this is essentially what this is about, right? But they put a different sheen on it, and so it makes it seem like, oh, that's what they're going to do. It's going to be great. It's not.
There's also the like. I feel like this movie forgets information that it like told you earlier in the film, right? Because so when the aliens first attack and the tripods are running around, there's news reports saying, yeah, they're attacking our data centers. They're attacking all the data centers. And then later on in the film, they're like trying to work out where the tripods are going. They're trying to work out where they're triangulating to. And it's like, it's treated like a big reveal. They're going towards the data centers. They're going to get, but we already knew that. They told us in the news report, like earlier in the film, that's what they were doing. And then
fake
like
news,
afterwards,
JC, we don't watch the news here. We suss it out. Like, that's part of the chatter, but like,
yeah. So then they know they're going for the data centers, right? They know that. But then they don't know it. They're like, what are they trying to get?
Want? Yeah.
What do they want? And it's like in my head, I'm going, you haven't they're going for the data, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going, like, that's what a data center's for.
What
but
if
then
the
movie treats it
Mountain Dew
like they went out.
What if they wanted Mountain Dew Code Red? And then Amazon announces at the end that they bought Mountain Dew from PepsiCo, and everyone gets a 2-liter bottle of Code Red in a Prime delivery this month.
That's crazy.
That would be sick, right?
That's sick. That's kind of sick.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of sick.
Because that's what people would travel throughout the galaxy for, the delicious, crisp cherry burst of
the formula
Code Red.
to Baja Blast.
We've come here
genuinely
because we want Baja Blast.
Literally anything.
I want to blast
Any of these ideas are better than they just want data.
And then Taco Bell does the tie-in, and like it takes place in the Taco Bell
for what?
the whole time. Like, he's got a laptop and a Taco Bell, and he's just like drinking Baja Blast and getting better and better ideas as the night progresses. And he tries
love
the
that
whole menu.
I love that the son just like types a few like lines, like he's just typing. And then he just sends the dad like via WhatsApp. He sends in the link, the .exe file, and then he just opens it, and it's like
virus.
Yeah, it's like
White
just
Rabbit.
like that.
Oh, that's OG. Shit, Dad. We should do White Rabbit. That's OG.
A hacker had a 6 fucking character
it's
password.
Like Linda 2020. His mom's name.
His
like,
mom's name. Erica 2020. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, right? It's like a capital name of a person.
What I don't understand is he has this program, this hacking program where he can like generate passwords, any password he wants, and then get into it. But then other times he needs someone else to give him a password, and it's like, why didn't you just use that program that you had earlier because the password that he gets?
He's wearing a diaper, JC. He never leaves that chair. He just eats fucking pizza and poops in his diaper while he watches other people's lives.
But the passwords he's given are shorter than the passwords he needed the generator for. That's what I don't get.
Sometimes you have to bust through that way, cousin.
Yep.
That's what he said. My favorite part of this movie.
It's thugging. He's a thug encryption expert. Okay, he doesn't know math. He doesn't know.
My favorite moments of the movie is whenever the camera will zoom in on a character. There's a moment where like Devin Bostic, he's flying the
drone.
He's flying the drone. I might actually he's flying the drone and he's got the goggles and he's like I'm doing it. I'm getting.
Yeah. That's what we're all going to do in the future, JC. We'll have our own drones.
And the drones fly into a backflips, and he's like, I'm getting through. Help me, I need guidance.
Your drones will meet at the restaurant. You will pilot your drone to the restaurant to meet your friends.
They start using the military lingo, or whatever the aircraft lingo. I got your 6 or whatever. And then at one point he says, "Do a barrel roll," which I thought was just a meme to say. He's like, he says it twice. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll.
Like, which is a meme, right? Like, that's an internet meme. Were they appealing to kids?
Inside joke.
Oh my god. So the part that fucking got me is, I'm like, okay, I had heard this is a giant Amazon ad, but I mean, I guess I kind of see it, but it's like, it's not subtle, but it's not really in your face too much. There's the guy that works at Amazon, and they keep mentioning the Amazon cart and all this other shit. Like little things like this. And then it just went full jumping the shark when the guy's like, "Oh, I can deliver this package to you, but you have to order from Amazon, and you have to do it now." And then it shows him ordering it from Amazon, and then he sends it, whatever. And then at some point, to add tension, I guess, and craziness, the drone flips over, and they have a homeless guy.
Yeah,
and they bribe him with $1,000 Amazon gift card.
And he does it.
And why does he have $1,000 gift card? Yeah, of course he does, because homeless people always take deliveries.
What did he offer him first?
How is he going to receive things?
No. That was the best part. Right before him, they go through 3 levels. They go, "Hey, go out there and flip this for us." And he goes, "No, they're out there. Why would I
I'm gonna die?"
Crazy. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The government will give you a lifetime free internet. Why? So they can track me?
Yeah.
Which I thought was the greatest answer he could have given.
Yeah. You were gonna have internet anyway, and the government doesn't provide internet. Like, internet is provided by internet providers.
Who knows? It's so fucking funny though.
Government provides all benevolent things, JC.
That's right.
But what I love is this movie also tries to shoehorn like a family message in.
Yeah,
like this is meant to
join the rebellion. Look how bad it looks too. It's just literally It's literally overlay OBS. It's just like a screenshot with a cutout. Remove the background, and then they overlaid it on a black background. Like, who had the audacity to take money for this fucking movie? Like, somebody made away
director
with
Rich Lee.
I don't like who's Rich Lee. I want to question him. I want to talk to you. Like, where's the money?
Is that a pseudonym?
Where's the money? Did he make any other movies?
Yeah, it's for a pseudonym for Rian Johnson.
Fuck off. He wouldn't
believe it.
This is 100% Rian Johnson movie.
Cynical fucking movie.
No.
Bro.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is awful, dude. How many adaptations of War of the Worlds has there been? This is clearly fucking like far and away the worst one. Rich Lee is American music video and commercial director. He's directed music videos for Eminem, Lana Del Rey, Maroon 5, The Black Eyed Peas, Norah Jones, Michael Bublé, and the All American Rejects. He later moved on to computer graphics and created 3D visualizations for big-budget Hollywood features films. So he did the visualization for Pirates of the Caribbean, the first 3.
That's crazy.
And I Am Legend, and Minority Report, and Constantine. I mean...
What? How old is he? God damn. Like, those are some old-ass movies. Constantine?
He's directed commercials for Fiat, Dr. Dre.
He is an award winner, though. Put some respect on his name.
What do you win for?
The Golden Raspberry Award.
The
worst. He won the worst director.
Come on.
What the movie won?
Worst picture, surely.
Worst picture, worst director, worst actor, worst screenplay.
What?
Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. But it was nominated and did not win for worst screen couple, which was Ice Cube and his Zoom camera.
What other nominees? I mean, this movie was spectacularly bad.
So he directed the music video for "Not Afraid" by Eminem. He also did he did the Rap God music video as well.
It's just more overlays.
Yeah.
Would you call him the Overlay King?
The Overlay King. He also did the Venom music video.
Like he's oh god,
the Eminem Venom. That is one of the worst songs. But I haven't seen.
Has he ever directed another movie, or was this his first movie? And at age
this is his first movie. He did a short film. I feel like he put his name on it, but like some other fucking editors were making it. I don't feel like anybody directed this movie. It doesn't feel like anyone directed.
So there's a reason why it was filmed like this. Do you guys know why?
I want to hear it.
Or why he filmed it this way.
Somebody got a brain injury? Somebody fell off a fucking table?
I don't know who this person is. It's the producer. He said if aliens invaded today, how would we experience it? Most likely we'd be watching it on our phones. In that way, it's kind of a modern spin on War of the Worlds. Back then, he used the radio, the most popular technology of the time, to make people believe the invasion was real. Today, that medium is a screen on our devices.
But why would you make the main character the DHS director, which no one relates to?
No.
Like, why would you do that? None of that makes sense.
He's not the director of anything. He's a low-level worker at the beginning, and then they keep giving him more power because he killed everyone else in the office. There's nobody there. There's nobody there's nobody walking outside of the glass window, you know.
I also want to know, like, all the footage of, like, you know, tanks rolling out and like people rioting and stuff.
Stock footage.
Like, did they actually film that, or was that all stock footage?
No.
Stock footage.
Like, ridiculous. Like, they put zero effort into this.
Yeah,
I don't have anything else to say.
Whoever made this movie hated the viewers, and they hated cinema, and they hated, like, if this was the only movie ever made and it had to prove the validity of making movies to all people, movies would never be made again. And that to me is outrageous. Like, there's no love in this movie.
So this director, not the director, the producer was Timur Bekmambetov.
Yeah.
That's a really hard movie but he's
really hard.
He's made some, like, I mean, it looks like he produced Unfriended and Searching. Like, it seems like he kind of is pushing this screen life, thing. I actually like Unfriended. I genuinely think that movie is kind of horrifying in some ways. But, like, that movie never...
The screen stuff. I don't mind telling stories like that, but they have to be intimate stories, not, like, making a thriller out of this. You know?
What was good about Unfriended, though, was that the screen, like, it never did the zoom in stuff. Like, Unfriended literally was just the whole screen, and it stayed that way. Like, it was a static screen, and everything you saw came up and disappeared. Like, it was never like all this zoom in bullshit that this movie does. Searching was okay. I remember enjoying that. But Timur Bekmambetov, he's renowned for movies. It's hard to say his name, but he's renowned for making movies that have terrible CGI. Like, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is pretty well known for having really bad CGI. He directed the...
Would you attempt a movie with CGI if you knew it was going to be this... Like, I would only make a movie with CGI in it if I knew it was going to be excellent, right? Otherwise...
Yeah. What's the point?
It's so off-putting when it's bad.
The other thing is, like, War of the Worlds came out in 2005. The Tom Cruise directed one.
That's the definitive.
Not Tom Cruise. Steven Spielberg directed one.
Right.
It wasn't directed by Tom Cruise.
Well,
maybe. That movie's 2.5 hours long. It has incredible special effects.
It's a banger.
Has really good cinematography.
Story.
Takes more than a day to finish.
Takes more. Yeah. What's the point of making this one that's 90 minutes long?
For the money, because they knew that they could feed it to Amazon Prime viewers for free and sell them more Amazon shit. It's like,
how does it make money? Blatant. Because it says the budget was...
I don't know. They collect data?
Or 10 million.
18 million.
10
million.
Okay. It says below $10 million. So
I don't
understand, like, how you make money if you just release it exclusively on Amazon Prime. No one's subscribing to Amazon Prime to watch this movie.
No, they have some fucking way they're collecting data or some shit. They're doing everything they say in the movie.
The producer responded to the negative criticism of this movie with this, and I quote, "The criticism of War of the Worlds didn't surprise me. I'll take 3 weeks at #1 on Amazon Prime over a good review any day. Always have."
Yeah, and he's probably going to get more contracts from this too, which is the nuts thing, right? Now he's going to make more movies, and he's going to be rich. And this movie is not good, and nobody should be rich from a movie like this. Ice Cube, return the money.
I get the feeling.
Give it to charity or something. Please, this is not good.
It was written by a guy named Kenneth A. Gold, who it says he's known for The Job. I don't know what that movie is, and Uncross the Stars. But then there's a second guy mentioned, Mark Hyman, where if you look at his thing, he has a whole list on his Wikipedia where it says
Osmosis Jones
rewrites and polishes. And there's a lot of movies on there that are like legit good movies. Like Rush Hour's on there.
Yeah. He's a
Charlotte's Web is on Me, Myself, and Irene, which is a great movie.
He didn't fix this one.
He rewrote Freddy Got Fingered.
He must be old as fuck too, though. Like, think about how old he is. Imagine if they were 30 when they did that, and now how old are they? 70? A bunch of 70-year-olds wrote this. That's why it's an old man power fantasy. When they have control over things and they don't have to leave their room.
He has full writing credit for Osmosis Jones. I mean, everyone knows that's a classic.
Well, he's lost his fastball.
Couldn't even save this one. That's crazy.
That's great. Like, but I feel like what's happened here is like it's kind of like a snowball effect, like cutting their losses sort of thing. Like, I get the feeling like Timur Bekmambetov, whatever his name is, however you say it,
Old Timmy.
He came to the studio. He pitched this screen life version of War of the Worlds, and they're like, "Well, that sounds." I can imagine a good version of this movie existing. Like, I can imagine them doing a good job. Like, with this, screen life.
They want to make a cheap movie.
And I get the feeling that, he brought Rich Lee on this. Lance from Saints, who did his own stunts in this movie. That's true. It's true, he did.
Story from Saints, because
welcome in,
this
by the
movie
way, Lance.
is outstandingly,
shout out, Lance.
crazily bad.
Was nothing on for you to watch, Lance?
What was I going to say? But I feel like they pitched this movie to the studio, and then but they struggled to get stars except for Ice Cube. Like, they were able to get Ice Cube and Clark Gregg, who apparently
Evil Longoria,
any role. Evil Longoria, and
is that a star?
Then they realized
bigger star than Ice Cube.
And then they wrote the script, and I feel like this movie was just it snowballed.
They needed a draw. They need those names to draw. They probably paid the cast the most money out of anything in this budget, and then marketing for the rest of it. And they probably spent.
Do you think it would have been better with
$80,000
bigger
on this movie? Yeah, but this is the thing. They're marketing towards old men who get home from work and they don't want to think about anything and they want to fall asleep in front of it. They know who Ice Cube and Ava Longoria is because you're 52 and you're divorced, and Denny and Sandy are coming over.
Anything for it.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
They're not targeting you. I don't know. I feel like
the idea of the movie, I feel like the idea of the movie outpaced the script phase. Like, I feel like they churned through the script phase and they didn't do any put in any effort in the script, and they just.
I want to feed the stupidest fucking people in the world the most unnutritious shit and get them to sit there for 2 hours so I can market to them to keep them to resubbing to Prime. Like, if only 30% of them actually think this is a great movie and they actually resub to Prime, then they probably made their money back, because there's
I feel like it's a sunk cost fallacy movie. They got to a point, they've done all this stuff, they've shot all of these scenes, and they had to hand it to these editors, and they're like, we have to release this. We put all this money into it. I mean, but the worst movies have been cancelled though. Like, Batgirl apparently got cancelled for less. They're actually releasing Acme versus.
Cannot wait. That looks so good.
Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah, that looks so good.
Purchase Prime for this.
Oh, thanks.
Ice Cube is the next Tom Cruise. Yeah. Thanks. I mean, that sends money our way because you used our promo code. I imagine. 3 grandmas. Yep. Why are you a tiny man now, Prag? You were a big man before. Now you're a tiny man.
What do you mean? I haven't done anything. I'm looking up the thing and nothing's changed.
You've moved. Oh, he's moved back. Like all the way back.
Scooch up. Like, I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right.
My main man, Snoopy, because he loved it. He was here with Denny and Sandy, who are my kids, and they're here for the weekend, and they were jumping up and down. There's popcorn all over the floor, so they must have liked it.
You know how this is, like you said, it was a Rian Johnson script, but I don't know if you've seen Glass Onion, like Disruptor.
Oh, of course
Disruptors. Not. It's the same screenplay, right?
All right.
They use the same lines. They stole it.
Oh, you happy that they said War of the Worlds in this?
Happy birthday, Taz. It's Taz's birthday.
Happy birthday, Taz.
Happy birthday, Taz. Time when the president of the United States said, "Well, I guess we need to have this war of the worlds." Snoopy, Denny, Sandy all jumped up and they said, "Yes!"
Oh, see, that's different. My reaction was I stood up and I paused the movie and I clapped.
Yeah, we were freaking out. I'm like, we're gonna beat him. We knew we were gonna beat him, but we didn't know how yet.
I'm so glad you stopped by, Taz. Happy birthday.
They said War of the Worlds.
Why can't I see Taz? Oh, there he is. I'm like, okay, good. What's up, Taz?
So you're gonna have to give a points time. Like you're gonna have to give this
that's
points.
Funny because you're about to see what happens. You're about to fucking see what happens.
Well, I think we wrap this up.
Mentioned.
Please. Wrap this up. We didn't even get into the rest of the cast.
Get to my review.
What about Ava Longoria's performance as the next in line to become director of NASA? And she's trying to juggle this love affair that she's burgeoning with.
Some of the shit that she was she was
low-level NSA director.
On like, oh, look at this, look at what happened in this part of the country. It was like terrifying stuff that would happen in the real world. There'd be constant talk about it online and the news and this and that. And it seemed like it was just no one mentioned it.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Okay.
Like one of the things was like crazy lightning tornadoes in by the Statue of Liberty, and it's like no one's paying attention to that.
We only watch people. Yeah, because Ice Cube only watches people. He doesn't watch stupid clouds. He said, "We don't watch stupid clouds. I only watch people."
Mm-hmm. I love when
his daughter changed in her apartment, so he had to change over. Like, what the fuck, Snoopy? You like that movie? He likes it.
I love when he thinks his daughter's dead, and he's like, "No, like as if he just lost a high score, like in a game or something. Like like you just like he was playing only up and he fell.
Over there.
Yeah,
like the way over there.
The way that he reacted to like his son apparently dying is like if Lance fell off in Only Up. Like that. It's the same reaction.
Yeah.
Or like when Lance. Actually, I feel like Lance was more emotional when. Do you remember when the Mona Lisa fell down and he damaged the frame? I feel like Lance gave a better performance there than
100%
than Ice Cube did in this movie. Like to his son dying.
Rest in peace, Mona.
Well, I mean, because what if the actual original painting was damaged?
It was
not
original.
Just the frame, because I know, but like because you could replace it, but it's not the same painting.
I love how he had it on his table and he's got the magnifying glass and he's like,
magnified. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Damage. He had to call his insurance appraiser and update the quote.
It reminded me of Sean Penn's performance in Mystic River. I didn't watch that movie again.
That's a good movie.
I remember him being really good in that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Mr.
Clint Eastwood, right? He directed that.
Yeah.
I think Clint Eastwood directed that. But no, I'm ready for final thoughts. I don't have anything else to say, to be honest. Right. I just, Devin Bostic's my goat. I picked this, so I can't go first.
Yeah, you can't go first now.
I'll go first. Oh, you want to? Yeah. I mean, I can go. Okay.
I was really upset that there wasn't a sub, as realistic as this was with the government spying on people. I wish they would have had the balls to make it more realistic and have like Israel try to take out his daughter for creating a cure to cancer, like they've so often done many times. But they didn't. No, the balls.
Space laser, Jewish space laser.
Yeah, Jewish space.
Laura Loomer knew.
That's our 5th album, Jewish space lasers.
I love that.
This movie was awful. I couldn't wait till it was over. It took forever to be over. I paused it multiple times and was like, how is there a half hour left in this movie? This is crazy.
90 minutes.
It was egregious. It was badly acted. I love Ice Cube, but this was awful. And it did say War of the Worlds twice, which does get bonus points. Unfortunately, this is a rule that you guys don't know because we've never encountered it. And I hoped we would never encounter it, but unfortunately we did. You get minus 100 points automatically if you mention Dodger Stadium negatively. And they mentioned there's a fire at Dodger Stadium, so it has 0 points. So it got a 0.
You're lucky they
I
talked
would not
about
recommend this movie at all. This movie was
no.
awful.
You would have given it 0 anyway, I imagine.
Probably good 0.
What's the score?
0.
He gave it 0.
Nope.
Settle.
Because the Dodger offset, they get 0.
Dodger offset, yeah. I would have given it 0 regardless of it.
Somebody mentioned Clint Eastwood recently on a podcast that I love to watch called Three Grandmas Yapping About Movies. And it reminded me that this movie would be a perfect bookend to a film by Clint Eastwood called The Mule. which is a 2018 classic film about an old man who smuggles drugs solo with a cartel, and it's played by Clint Eastwood. It's directed by Clint Eastwood, and it's another old man perfect power fantasy. And this is a perfect because this is what this movie is about. It's like, oh shit, I got my PC and it runs at top speed, and I can watch everyone and everything, and I can tell everyone what to do.
The one guy.
This movie, and so like this movie is just like simply appeals to demographic groups, right? And it's not even an appeal to, I think it's only for like a certain type of divorced dad. Like, you're right, like, and he might know who Ava Longoria is and remembers her in his mind eye, but like everyone in this, like, there's nothing in this film for any other demographic group, right? And I feel like this movie is meant for people to fall asleep to after a long work day at a blue collar level, and you don't have to see the bad special effects because they just want you to keep running it, and they want you to resubscribe to Prime. And so I give this movie a 7, and only because of Mark's performance, which was exhilarating.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Shocking. Shocking.
Wow. So this was awful. I got to about 45 minutes in, and I was like, I can't believe there's another 45 minutes of this. This was really hard to watch. It was very funny. Like, there was a lot of parts that had me genuinely laughing. Just very funnily edited. Like, you could tell they were editing around it, and like Ice Cube's like reactions were just awful, but he makes it hilarious. Like, just the way that he acts in the movie. I love Devin Bostic, even though he does nothing in this movie except like the part where he's wearing goggles and doing this. But I have to give credit to kind of like the amount of detail that the editors went through. Like, I have to give a little bit of props to them. I feel like that's the one thing. Like, they put so much effort into making this, like, stitching this together and like trying their best to make this seem legit and realistic. Like, the computer screen is clearly the part that they put the most effort in, but it's really bad, this movie. But I got entertainment out of it, which I can't say for some movies that I think are awful.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll give this maybe like a 13 out of 100.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's funny to laugh at, and you know it's bad. It's like the movies that are supposed to be good that turn out bad that make you angry. This didn't make me angry because I knew it was going to be bad.
And like just the themes of it as well, like the whole idea that they like he's spying on everyone, but then they get up in arms about the Goliath program, which, like, why is that worse than what you were doing?
Surveillance.
Yeah,
it makes no sense at all. Like, what they were going for.
For a movie that moves so slow, it kind of like what was on the screen moves so fast. So if you look down and you look back up, you missed a whole text conversation. Yeah. You missed a sub menu he went into.
Yeah, and it's like, and it was nauseating, like the way the camera moved around the screen. Yeah, awful. Rich Lee, hope you go on to bigger and better things, but this was.
I hope you're indicted in an international court and there's a trial, because like, give the money back. Like, anybody who was like any part of this film, like the people who made the UI editing stuff, you can keep your money, but everyone else, please consider giving to the Red Cross or something. I don't know, some blood bank or something. Yeah. Make it easy on yourself.
I imagine that most of this movie went to like most of the money for this movie went to Bezos, right? Like how much money did Rich Lee realistic make out
reporting?
Off of this movie?
You know how Netflix in these places
they
don't fucking
Amazon for a while either, so I don't think he got anything from it.
Fuck, who knows? Fucking, it's all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I want to know what if there's any.
I would watch a sequel. Listen, I would watch a sequel to this where Ice Cube goes to the planet where the aliens came from, and he gives them a little piece of their own medicine and invades. Like, what if it's Ice Cube in War of the Worlds 2?
I wouldn't want to see that. There are no official box office numbers for this film.
It didn't get released in box office.
And they're just using drones to invade Mars, and then all the aliens are up there, and they just like cook them.
Which is weird because I thought it did get released in box office, but it didn't apparently.
Ghost of Mars.
No, it didn't. No.
Yeah.
No. But like, they don't release anything. Like, how can you?
Exactly. I don't know.
What if
I don't understand how this got made?
Team up Star Fox style to give the aliens a little taste of their own medicine, Would you watch a film like that?
No. I have a question for you guys. For you guys. Genuinely, because I wanna pump someone's ego right now. Genuinely, like, is this movie better or worse than Saints, the miniseries? Like, and I don't mean it in an ironic sense. It's worse than Saints,
right?
Saints.
I don't know. I don't know why he puts it down. I like Saints. It's actually a good show.
No, I like the other show that he made. What is the first one that he made?
Cause and Effect.
Cause and Effect. Like Cause and Effect. This is the tier list. It goes Grouchy the Clown, Cause and Effect, War of the Worlds, The Saints, and then
The Saints.
Actually, Banana actually is above Saints actually now too.
You don't think it's ironic? Like you don't ironically like Saints. You genuinely like.
So he kept having the watch parties. I never watched it, and then finally one day I was after like the 20th watch party. I actually was able to watch the whole thing. So I watched it, and there is that one episode, whichever one he said it was, that's like slow and it's like the worst one.
The socks.
Yeah, that one does drag a lot, and it is like a little bit unnecessary. But overall, I was entertained. I thought it has
good bones.
Yeah,
it can just be reshot, and
I liked it.
Some different actors and like
so,
a more.
So when he shits on it, I'm like, dude, the fact that you even made anything, and the fact that it was even on like a service is, first of all, crazy to me.
That's what I told
you can do that. You know,
that's what I've been
and
telling
the
them since day one.
the bones. I think the script needed a few rewrites, but the bones are there. Like, and the ideas are there.
Yeah. I love the vibe. I love how dark it is. It's like winter and it's like very cold, and like he got a lot of the things right as far as like the hitman scenes and the tension of that. Like I hate the scene when where the kid in the fucking driveway and like, but there's some good stuff in there, and I think if he reshot it today with some different performers, it would be really good and
a better script. But I think he'd just write a better script. I think that's what he said before. He should just write a better script, but
just like dialogue. Change the dialogue,
so Lance,
not just the bones of the story, though.
Lance, your miniseries is better than $10 million Amazon original film.
I love Cause and Effect. I wouldn't change anything about it. I would put Cause and Effect on Netflix tomorrow and I label it as a retro thing that was made to look like it was old, but it's actually just Cause and Effect. Like, we'll tell everyone that we designed it to look janky like a student film, but then we'll add some little embellishments to improve it, but then that can go right on Netflix tomorrow and they'd eat it up like Stranger Things.
I remember watching Cause, wasn't there like heaps of like weird like homoerotic stuff in Cause and Effect?
He does a monkey roll at one point. I don't think it's erotic though. There's not a
but I remember there being like weird like sexual tension and stuff between characters.
Between him and his dad.
There's a young boy that comes to live with his dad at one point, and he teaches him to be a hitman.
Yeah,
it's like that's a little bit of a like he's like an older man, and he's like coaching all the kids.
They do that in The Room as well. Like Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Tommy Wiseau's The Room is better than this movie.
Yeah, of course it is.
There's a movie that I watched recently. I can't remember what it was. It might have been like something on YouTube. I don't remember. But someone picks up a camera and they don't know how to operate the camera. But I think it's for, like, obviously it's for the movie. It's very stylistic. I'm sorry, no, it was something I'll mention later. And they pick up the camera and they're filming, and everything is just not in focus. So you see the person like walking, and it's like very intimidating, but they're just a giant blob of like circles, and you can't tell who they are, whatever. That made me finally realize all the stories that Lance would say about how he would give he would give his dad the camera to film parts, and that it was never in focus. And when he got the footage back, he's like, "What are you doing? Why would you?"
The dream sequence.
Did you not look at it?
Yeah.
The other problem that Lance has had
now that I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
One thing that's plagued Lance's cinema is the lack of a great performance by a female actor lead. He's got a lot of great performances from other, like Mark is always solid, and he has some great performances in these things, but like he never has a woman that can step up and like really elevate the whole thing to give it another level, because otherwise it's just a group of guys.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I just think he's some bad luck right now. That's all.
What have you been watching? It's been a week. What have you been watching?
I've been watching Euphoria.
No, you have not, really?
He watches it, yeah.
Okay.
Why is that bad? Okay. Listen, no one's excited about. Listen, Euphoria's not as good as it popped off initially, and it was just. But it is a fun show and it's interesting to a certain degree, but it's like a bit of candy, it's fluffy and it's nothing it's not like, oh, everyone run out and see it. No, it's okay. It's just okay this season. And actually, I don't really see a need for it. I think they should have quit after the first season and just like say, listen, this is just a EP and like let it stand. Because the one thing that's cool about Euphoria is the aesthetics and not like what's happening, but just like it almost feels like editorial section of a Vogue comes to life for an hour, right? It's supposed to show this, prism, this reflection back of culture and Hollywood and everything, social media culture, and reflective of that. For some, I feel like they've just lost their way a little bit. But there's some fun, there's some interesting parts of this season, but not like overall.
I don't think anyone can deny that Sam Levinson has like an eye, like a technical eye. Like he's a good camera and director. I do enjoy like
the lighting that he chooses and shit like that. And the music is always like I always love getting like the playlists and stuff from because there's always great bangers on there.
Time?
Oh, and the Knicks. The Knicks in the NBA Eastern Conference Final. They're up 2-0. They're going to win the NBA championship. It's crazy. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry. Please, I'm done. That's about it.
That's important.
I mean, it would be weird if I didn't say it.
NBA 2K26.
$9.08, and we're going to play it live on stream. I didn't stream today because I wanted to watch this movie.
I went to go buy it, and it's not that price.
What is it now?
It's full price.
Well, I bought it yesterday. I can show you my receipt,
That's
my
crazy.
friend.
The standard or the deluxe edition is like $15, but yeah, when I looked, it was.
Do you think the sale ended the same day I bought it? Let me look. Go ahead, please continue. I'm going to do some research.
But yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you bought it on Steam? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to stream it.
Okay. I buy it on then. So I'm in my horror phase still. My horror phase.
Yeah.
Good.
And I'm trying to get into horror movies. I don't like them because they're too scary, and I don't like scary stuff. So it started
scare the shit out of you. Should have never told me that because I'm not
scary. I thought you tried to kill me.
Well, what happens when I actually does make it feel like I'm going to try to kill you?
If you want some recommendations, like I'm your guy.
I know.
I have some great ones.
Just let me get a base level in there. So I started with Hokum, which I absolutely loved. And then it seems like there's horror movies coming out every week. So Flame and I have date nights on Fridays now where we go see a movie. We get drinks out there. You can drink in the theater. And then we go get food afterwards. And yeah. So this week we didn't have one because today she's out of town with some friends and family. But next week we're going to watch The Backrooms, which I think is going to be a shit movie. But we're going to watch it and see how it is. But last week we watched Obsession.
I keep hearing about this movie. Don't spoil it for me, but
absolutely
I keep hearing about it.
One thing I will spoil is the ending. So the ending, one thing I noticed, and I'm not sure if it's a common thing because I've never noticed it. So it'd be good. You guys can tell me if it is or not. Is it said the director, whatever, and the writer, and then at the end when it was doing the credits, whatever, it said edited by, and it was the director writer, and I'm like, is that a common thing or is that rare? I feel like I've never seen that before.
That's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. There's a few directors that do that. I think Paul Thomas Anderson is like very hands-on in his editing.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember. Like it's very important to be there when you edit because that's what people see at the end.
He's a sole editor.
Yeah, well,
that's sole editor. That's pretty rare.
You must really love it.
Usually that happens for like people's like first films.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up collaborating with someone else down the line.
Yeah.
Has he made movies before? He's quite young, the director.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I watched a movie, whatever. Like I said, I enjoyed it. And then one of the guys in the movie, I recognized him and I go, hey, I've seen him. He's like a guy that's like in skits. He's like a comedy. Why is he in this movie? And then I realized later, Flames were driving to get food. Flames looked up the director. I'm like, hey, look, see if he has any other movies. Maybe we'll watch them. Maybe they're good because I like this one. And she looked it up and she's like, this guy has a YouTube channel. And he essentially has this giant YouTube channel that does like comedy skits. And I remembered instantly, oh my God, that's who that is. This guy is so funny. Like all his skits are so fucking fun. Curry Barker, yeah. And he's made horror shorts. There's The Chair, and then there's Milk and Cereal, which is crazy. So yeah, he's made those. He hasn't made any feature length ones except for this one.
Okay.
This would be his first.
Well, have you noticed lately that like comedy directors seem to be very good at making horror films as well? Obviously, Jordan Peele is the big one that came out. He was obviously a comedy guy from Danny McBride. Who wrote the Halloween. And Halloween Ends, which I love, but other people don't agree with me on that. there was also what's his name, the guy that made we were talking about him last week for the guy that's making Resident Evil. He used to make comedy. Like he used to do comedy.
Yeah.
Zach Krieger, he used to be a comedy guy as well. Like it just seems to be a very it seems like the skills of comedy seem to transfer over to horror very for some reason. I think it's got to do with like comedic timing and horror timing are very similar, like that that relief and release. And so they just seem to be very talented at it. But I don't know.
And it was made with a budget like $1 million, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Have you noticed that, Prag, or not?
I think that writers usually like a lot of different things. Like I love all types of genre, and I think that anytime you pigeonhole any type of writer into a genre, like they're only a comedy writer, it's usually a mistake because people want to explore all of those facets. Yeah, I mean, I think that there are rules to comedy and there's rules to horror to a certain extent if you want to get the effect that you're trying to get from the audience, if you want to call it a comedy or a horror movie. And people who are good at following rules can reapply those rule learning abilities to other genres.
Like the skills seem to be very transferable.
So if you're good at making comedy, you should be able to good at making other genre films, because it's another sort of dictum.
Because you think about also extent. Like Wes Craven, like obviously he started off and he was a full horror director, but he made The Hills Have Eyes, which is very.
That's crazy.
Have you seen his TV show Nightmare on Elm Street, the TV series that he wrote and directed?
No, but
it's crazy.
But the movies are very funny, and same with Scream. Well, these are fun. They're very funny.
Yeah, Scream was funny.
Yeah,
yeah, he's definitely
So it just seems to be
People Under the Stairs is another one that if you want a real Wes Craven banger, in my opinion, The People Under the Stairs is a movie he made. It's a horror movie, but it's also made to be a political movie, and that's what he said when he made it too. It's interesting. And there's a hip hop band called People Under the Stairs that are really good too.
But if you read about Wes Craven, he always said that his dream when he was a kid was to make romance movies. He always wanted to make romance movies.
Did he ever make
which
one?
is I don't know.
He's making love to his victims in a certain way, right? They're consuming their spirit like a deer hunter envelopes the deer in the woods, and you take the blood and the physicality, right? There's romance to killing.
Yeah. Also, Curry Barker has been handed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh.
He's been handed. Yeah, A24. So that'll be
stop remaking the same.
That'll be interesting.
I hate when they let the license be and make a new thing. I hate this shit.
I agree.
They're rebooting every fucking thing. Stop rebooting every fucking thing. It's so but crazy. one for them, one for me, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. He can cook on, and then he will get a nice big budget. He will make something awesome after that, and hopefully it's good.
Make a good banger. I hope they do make a Texas Chainsaw totally original new story. That's not just recreating the same stuff, the shot for shot stuff is cool. And I understand why they do it, but make new stuff that's great from the property. I don't get mad when they make a good thing out of the property, but that's so rare.
I'm one of the few people that liked the previous one, the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that came out recently. I think that movie is pretty fun.
You're a chainsaw head.
You've seen it, Tom? Have you seen it?
Yeah. It's awful.
I like it. I think it's funny.
Disturbing.
There's a movie called Paris Je t'aime.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a segment in it that Wes Craven wrote. So it's he kind of got his little thing.
You got one go. You got one go at it.
Yeah. But go ahead, Jesse.
Surely you directed the segment too, right?
Yeah. I writer-director, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what I've been watching, I've been going on a slasher bend. I've been going back to the slashers. So I then watched Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which is the fourth one, which I didn't like as much. Did I talk about Friday the 13th Part 2 last time? Because I watched that as well.
Yeah.
I did. Okay.
That's a banger.
I liked that one quite a bit. What I liked about those first two, I don't know if I said it last time, but there's a liveliness to them that feels very organic. And then you feel like their stories are going to go somewhere, and then Jason just cuts them short. And it's a very odd feeling for a movie that I don't get from a lot of other horror films. It's like all of this energy, and then it just gets cut short like that. And it's really interesting. The fourth one, the final chapter, bust,
but then you pull up and you never get to
you blue ball.
Yeah. It's a weird emotion. The final
it's a
chapter,
terrible
I
emotion.
think,
It's a terrible feeling.
but it invokes it, and yeah, the final chapter feels a lot more constructed and like stagey, which I didn't really. I don't remember it feeling that way the first time I watched it. There's some cool sequences in that movie. Yeah.
Between 1,
this
2,
one
and
was
3, are they all 3 different directors?
so one was directed by Sean S. Cunningham.
Okay, I know him.
Two and 3 are directed by Steve Miner, and then the third one's directed by Joseph Zito. The fourth one, there's some good stuff in it. Like Corey Feldman and Crispin Glover are in this movie. The two weirdest people in existence, and they're weird in this movie as well. Like Crispin Glover is just, he's one of the weirdest people that have ever existed on this planet. And he's weird in the movie. He's like this awkward teenager, and he just has this weird energy to him. I love him in it. But yeah, I find that the movie kind of this is when the series got a little bit sleazeball. It got a little bit like it's forcing the kind of like the misogyny,
marketing,
forcing the.
They've tried to go big budget at that point because the third movie, because it had a cult following, and now they try to go big, more market.
Yeah, there is some cool stuff in it. Like the slow motion shots in the rain when like Jason throws someone out a window, and it's like it's backlit by this blue light, and the rain's pouring down, and it looks awesome. There's some good stuff.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, I also watched.
I haven't seen it in years.
I'm introducing slasher films to a friend of mine that I work with, who's seen like none of them. So I showed him like the progenitor of the slasher film, Psycho.
What do you think?
Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, which is like the first slasher film, or a proto slasher film. It's fantastic. I mean, Psycho is undeniable. It's incredible. And then we watched Black Christmas, which came out in 1974, the same year as Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I wanted to show him Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but he wanted to watch that with his partner. I showed him Black Christmas, which is like the other big slasher
Richard
film.
Pryor plays Santa Claus, and the whole town gets offended because he's using horrible slurs the whole time.
No,
right?
No, but no, that movie,
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas, I gotcha.
Remember, they canceled Christmas and said to have Richard Pryor play Santa Claus, and I thought that was a terrible decision.
I get why that movie is considered like a slasher progenitor. Like, I think most people consider Halloween like the first true slasher. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Black Christmas, they don't really have the spirit of
Sleepaway
films.
Camp. There's nothing before
that? Was
that?
1981, I think.
Nothing
Sleepaway Camp.
Hills Have Eyes? Was that even before that?
Hills Have Eyes, I wouldn't consider
House
a slasher
on the
film. That was after Halloween. Like, Halloween was the big one that
some people say
in 1980.
Death Wish is kind of a slasher film, but it's a very as a gun slasher because it's very violent. The beginning scenes and stuff. It's in the Please continue, JC. I don't mean to.
But I feel like because like slashers, like in my mind, slashers are very campy. They're very youthful. They're very campy. They're not super serious. Yeah,
you have to have cutting too. You have to have blood, and there's no guns. Like you have to have like physical. You have to get close to the victim, and it has to have a interesting death at a certain point, right? Do you think that's part of it, or can you have a slasher movie where it's just a maniac who's just like butchering people, and there's no cute little fun way that they die?
Well, because
that could be scary.
The thing. Because Black Christmas, I want to bring up Black Christmas because that movie has the bones of a slasher film, and clearly, like there's POV shots in Black Christmas that like definitely was inspired Halloween and other movies. But that movie is like nearly all a drama about young women and society's problem, like the issues that they deal with, and especially for 1974, like that movie talks about like abortion in a really intelligent way that I wasn't expecting. It goes into like kind of what am I trying to remember? There's other stuff like the way that women are kind of like the police department kind of like doesn't take them seriously when they're giving them.
They shouldn't. Like, if a woman reports a crime, a man should have to sign off on it if they make a report, because, like, you know how women are.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I sign off on that message, Prag. So that's why this movie pissed me off, because it shone a light on something. It shone a light on something that personally makes me feel uncomfortable. So, bad movie. But no, the movie, that's what the movie's about. And then the final sequence is genuinely chilling. Like there's some really scary stuff in the final sequence of Black Christmas. So check it out. It's really good. And other than that,
that's Richard Pryor in Black Christmas, the story of the only Santa Claus sent to town is African American, and the whole town decides to shut down Christmas instead of celebrate. And Richard Pryor has to use his charm and wit to change their mind. And what happens? Only Richard and the audience will find out. Black Christmas, produced and directed by Mr. JC.
This also stars Charles Grodin also.
And he uses an AI version of Richard Pryor instead of a real actor. JC does to make this.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he chose it. It's all CGI back. Right. Okay.
Well, but I've also I finished Doom Messiah, which is what Doom Part 3 is going to be about, and I read the Friday the 13th script as well, like the original script, and it was way different than the movie.
Interesting.
There's a lot of differences to the movie that I was fascinated by.
Better or worse?
I think the movie's better than the script. I think the script is a little bit like
bare bones.
It feels very bare bones, a little first drafty, and then they kind of worked stuff out when they shot it.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? And I've started Magician, which is the Raymond E. Feist book, which I've tried to read 3 times before. This is my 4th go.
Is that the unauthorized biography of Caucasaurus Rex?
Yes.
Magician?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, that's what I've been watching and reading. Also, Frio Dockers, top of the ladder. Let's go. Fremantle Dockers, top of the ladder.
Let's go, Dockers.
Not to mention
powerful.
Not to mention Aston Villa. They won the Euro.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to congratulate you for that. Wow, that's nice. Good work.
They're going to be straight into the Championship League next year. I'm so excited. It's exciting.
Maybe one day you guys can join this circle of champions that I'm a part of.
The Knicks are trying to get there. The Knicks have a good shot. I think they're doing really well.
We'll get it. We'll get there. Arsenal won the Premier League.
Yeah.
First time in 22 years.
Want to talk about what's coming up next on Three Grandmas? What we're doing tomorrow and in the future?
Tomorrow we are watching Evil Dead 2013? 2015? Which one was it?
Yeah, 2013. I have a question for you, Time.
Correct.
Why are we watching 2013's Evil Dead and not the original Evil Dead directed by Sam Raimi?
Because the original one sucks.
Yeah, what? Have you seen it?
I've got to finish the rest of it today.
First one was made for like $11. That's why it's great.
Evil Dead 2 is better.
I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm rewatching it. But when I was thinking about movies to watch, and again, I'm in my horror phase, I had watched the first Evil Dead a while ago. I'm gonna repeat all this tomorrow, and I just for some reason I stopped it because I couldn't understand what people were saying, and I think it's because I had a sound system at the time or sound bar, so all the audio is mixed in one channel. So the sound effects and everything is mixed with the vocals, and I couldn't hear anything.
Mono.
And I hate having subtitles on, but now I do all the time because of Flame. I think it's a girl thing. But
I like subtitles sometimes.
So I sat down, I was able to watch it, and I finished it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why we're watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the following week, we have another or is it 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks.
The Braving the Cinema?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Correct? This is your choice, Prag.
Okay. And
I'm excited.
I have selected Housemaid.
The Housemaid?
The Housemaid, yeah.
Really? Paul Feig's The Housemaid. Okay. I'll watch that. Paul Feig has been hit or miss for me, but we'll see. We'll see.
I haven't seen it.
Can I announce my next one for a month from now?
Sure.
You're already picking it?
Yeah, I'm already picking it now.
We're doing 3 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
ready?
go.
I agree.
If you want to, yeah.
We're watching Exit 8.
Obsession.
Exit 8.
Nice.
Have you seen it?
I like that. No.
And when is that, a month from now?
Yeah.
I played the game, so yeah. That's gonna be fun.
I know what the game is, but yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out.
And when is that happening? That's 2 weeks after.
That's a month from now. Yeah.
That's a month.
Why don't we do this once a week? Maybe we should do it more often. Do you think?
Or
JC?
Brave the Cinema.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't think I can do 2 like every week.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine then.
I was thinking maybe we swap Brave the Cinema for yapping about movies, so we do 2 Brave the Cinemas, 1 yapping about movies. But it's up to you guys. Yeah, I never thought
Yeah, whatever. We can mix it up too. Whatever.
So we get more new movies and less old movies?
Yeah. What does Lance from Saints think? Does that work for you, Lance, if we change it up? And the more newer movies. Because this way, Lance, we're not always talking about old movies, and that way you can like tune in to find out about what you can watch this evening that's new on streaming. Usually we try to pick a movie that yours.
And the show is tomorrow at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, and Lance from Saints is going to join us live
to watch Evil Dead
with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You watching Evil Dead with us, Lance?
Lance, you're going to watch Evil Dead 2013 and drop some knowledge from a real one of the two actors on Twitch. Let's see if you can.
You're coming. Awesome. This has been fun. War of the Worlds.
And I have an announcement. Sydney Sweeney is going to be staying with me until we watch Housemaid cleaning my house.
Wow.
And Mommy's milk is all I like to drink.
It's crazy.
Are you gonna convince her out of being Republican?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I'm going to love her out of it. We're going to love her through it like we always do. And we're just going to be just like in a womb. Just a beautiful place in Santa Barbara, 5 minutes from the ocean with delicious restaurants. There's a new Dua album?
Well, it's live from Mexico.
Oh no, we're going to watch that on my stream. We're going to stream all of that tomorrow.
No, you can't stream it. Don't stream it because there's a live video on YouTube of it. So watch that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to stream that.
And I'm going to buy the vinyl.
Peggy has a new album. Experimental music. Peggy, JPEG Mafia.
Oh, that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
It's apparently very experimental. It's called experimental music, so you better hope it's experimental.
Yeah.
Hello, my name's Dua Lipa, and I'm not from Albania. I'm from London, and I'm very sophisticated.
I was like, she has a new album, and it was recorded in Mexico. Oh my God, she's like me for real. And she goes, "What is she?" And I go, "Oh, she's Albanian." And she's like, "What?"
Yeah, she's Albanian.
It's hilarious. Anyway, this has been fun, guys. I'm happy to do this with you guys every week, and
Lance didn't.
I'll pick a good one next time.
To agree to.
It was good to watch for all of us. I'll see you tomorrow, Corey. Make sure you're
See you tomorrow. You have the link. Just use the same link you used last time. We'll be here at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, and I'll expect you there. Don't we have to do recording tomorrow too for Golden Banana and Grouchy and shit too? That's after. After that, we have a meeting, right? We have a meeting tomorrow.
I can't stop it. It won't let me stop it.
She's not invited.